Hello everyone, I hope you guys are having a wonderful day and making some really good trades, and I hope you enjoyed your weekend. As we can see right now, Bitcoin is retesting that $30,000 level, and we are going to cover natural gas, taking a look at market cipher waveage, and we are going to check the weekly timeframes on everything on the SPY, the NASDAQ, and Bitcoin. And I hope you guys had a very relaxing weekend. I had a great time today going on Toronto water bikes. It was a blast. I'm going to be making a post later on, but I had a really good time. If you guys are in Toronto, Canada, you guys should definitely check them out. Really recommend them. All right, moving on here. Let's take a look at Bitcoin, and we can see that we are currently retesting that $30,000 level. If this level does not hold, then I am going to be looking for 28,750 for potential support. And if we could retest that level, we might bounce back up very quickly and continue our move towards the upside, as we got really nice volume on this move towards the upside at the moment. Alts are bleeding just a little bit right now, down about 1 to 3% on the average on most coins. And you're starting to see a lot of these altcoins starting to pop off one after another. You saw Aave today got a 19% move towards the upside. Bitcoin Cash is actually up over like 150% from its lows here. Absolutely crazy. Again, this one I'm going to be looking to potentially get into a long position if we come back and retest these levels as support. And again, these big moves up often retrace very quickly, but could also keep going towards the upside. Okay, now let's take a look at Bitcoin on market cipher on that weekly time frame. I really want to see where we're at. And again, beautiful move back up, and we have now a -5 and a 16 on the dual band strength index. You still got red money flow, but if you look at the daily time frame, it's looking a little bit better, as that red money flow has recovered significantly. But again, we still got a little bit of red money flow on the daily time frame. We still got some on the weekly, so just be careful longing at the moment, as we are currently at resistance. But if Bitcoin is able to sustain above that $30,000 level, then you should be good for a continued move up towards 32 to potentially as high as 35,000. And again, I got my major targets at the gap fills on the Bitcoin futures right here. Oh, not this one right here. So you got the futures, you got a gap fill at 35,880. And again, this classic resistance right here, right around 31,700. That's essentially where we topped out on this last wick. So we'll see what this week brings us. Again, the SPY and the NASDAQ are looking a little bit extended. We'll get into that in just a few moments. Looking at Bitcoin on the daily time frame using wave edge, I think we did get a bit of a red cross here the other day. Let me just take a look here. If there was no red cross, oh yeah, only on the Binance chart we got a red cross. Every other chart didn't illustrate this, so again, I wouldn't really count this as, you know, a very big sell signal, but we could get a retrace to 28 to maybe even as low as 27,000. So don't be surprised if this move up it comes back down. But again, to me, it would look like a buying opportunity, and we could potentially see another move up for Bitcoin. So I'll be looking to potentially open a long position on Bitcoin. Taking a look at this S&P 500 here on the weekly time frame. We don't have any red dot yet on market cipher. Again, we still have increasing green money flow. This is a bull trend towards the upside. Again, we would be due for a potential correction, maybe not, you know, in all markets, but you know, right now the NASDAQ extremely overextended. Taking a look at the Qs, we are really elevated at the moment. I would love to see a pullback down here to maybe as low as 330, but I know that, you know, there's going to be a lot of buy to dippers, so I'll probably be looking for around the 350 level, right around here. And if we do get a pullback down to 350, that would be a 3-4% pullback. But if we come back down to the 330 levels, sorry, that's way too low, the 330 levels, that's going to be about a 10% pullback. That's usually what you see in a healthy uptrend. You get these big moves up, and then you see a nice little pullback down, and then you could potentially see some continuation towards the upside. And again, don't get me wrong, I'm still very bearish on the markets and the economy as a whole. I think the government's smoking some good stuff, you know, raising rates to 5%. Mortgages are going to soon start to see defaults and stuff like that. But again, that could take a very, very long time. So again, healthy uptrend, big move up, 10-15% pullback, and then you can see a continuation, nice continuation, 10% pullback, and then a continuation, and then another pullback, 7 or 7%, a little bit on the lower side there, 8% pullback, and then you see a continuation, and then eventually the trend ends, they raise rates, and now we're starting to go down. Now, the rates are still high, but the market is rallying on the idea that rates are going to go down and that they're going to cut soon. And that's where they're getting ahead and buying all these growth stocks. Now, if they're wrong, this could be the high, and then we're going to go significantly lower. But if they still, buy into the idea and the Fed doesn't signal that, oh, maybe they were going to cut, maybe we're not, then this could pull back, but we could very well continue our trend or move towards the upside. So again, a 10-15% pullback would bring us down to 330, like the 330 level that I was just talking about. And if you do a 15% correction, that will actually bring you back down to the 313 level, which is right around these pivot highs. So I'll be looking to see if we pull back down 10% or 15%, or even maybe we're only going to do a very small correction and we're going to pull back only like 8%, which is like down to the 343s or not even as low as that. So we'll have to see what the market does. But overall right now we have a red dot on the weekly time frame on the NASDAQ. So again, that's the same thing as the Qs. And if we do end up going lower, then I'll keep you guys up to date on what I'm going to be doing for a potential long position on the Qs to potentially hedge or shorts. Okay. And taking a look here on wave edge on the SPY and the NASDAQ and the SPY on the weekly time frame. No red crosses yet. Nothing too significant there, but again, I'm going to be looking at these on the ETFs as well. Taking a look at the daily time frame, we got a little red cross there, but that was a couple of days ago. So not really seeing too much action here. You're currently up about 0.32% in the overnight. And something I really want to take a look at now and cover with you guys is natural gas, because natural gas is gapping up at the open right now, up about 1.61% on the futures, up about 2.15% on the Pepperstone spot chart. But overall, I'm going to be basing my trades on the futures chart. So right now, nat gas up nicely. If we do pull back, you're going to get a gap fill right here at 272. We did close above that major level right here, right around 269. So that was a big breakthrough. Now what we want to see is a pullback and a retest of this potentially as support. And if that can hold as support, then you're going to see continuation towards the upside. And I like this right now because nat gas is looking very good on the weekly time frame. On wave edge, you have increasing view up right now. The momentum waves are going with this as well. You have a bit of a decrease at the moment on the weekly time frame with a -1 and a 14. Daily time frame looking very well, increasing money flow, increasing momentum wave, increasing view up, and you have -5 and a 12 on the dual band strength index. So again, this is looking good for a potential pump to maybe even as high as $3 or even $3.50. So we'll even have to, $3.20 and then 50 cents after that. So again, if it's $3, then you got about another 10% move up. If you go to $3.20, you have about another 15% move up. And if you go up to like the high end target of the range, or I think where we might go is $3.50, then that's going to be right around a 26% pop. So again, we are nicely in the money on some of our trades here. I'll keep you guys up to date inside the Discord. Let's take a look at nat gas right now on wave edge. So nothing on the daily time frame, nothing on the weekly, but again, I've reiterated this many times. We've seen a significant amount of accumulation, and again, these are the things that you want to buy when they're beaten down like 70% since January. Natural gas has fallen a significant amount, and now you are starting to, this trade right now is based off the monthly chart as well, and it is really starting to turn the corner. This is exactly what you want to see. I am in some call options at the moment, and we'll see if those play out by July. If they don't, then we move on, and that's life. But if they do, then that's going to be an amazing trade, and I can't wait to share those gains with you guys in the June to July recap of the profit and loss recaps on my videos. All right, taking a look at oil again. You'd think that oil would get a bigger uptick given the coup that happened in Russia, but really it was over within one single day, and now you're seeing oil is actually flipping bearish at the moment, down about 0.14 basis points, but not too much action on oil. If oil breaks this level here, then you're gonna probably start to collapse down to $55 to $50, and that's gonna be really bearish for the markets because that's gonna signal a pretty bad recession that's becoming. But if we don't, make a breakdown here, we end up holding this level of support, and oil ends up bouncing back, then you could even go as high as like some crazy levels here, maybe 85, maybe 94. It all depends on what the market is doing. If the market's getting really bullish and we keep moving towards the upside, then you are going to see potential upside in commodities at the moment, like oil. As the market's going to think that the economy is booming. But if you see increasing unemployment claims, and you see all this stuff to deteriorate in the economy, then oil is going to actually be pricing in all that logical stuff, and it's not going to be doing very well. And I know a lot of people say that natural gas and oil are tied together as they are energy, but yeah, maybe oil goes down significantly and you see nat gas get a severe pullback. But again, we've seen that last week, and nat gas ended on the green, even with oil down big on the day. So again, that just shows you that you just got to trade these charts individually, and you don't really need to look for those correlations unless it's maybe gold and the dollar. Then you can look at those correlations, because when the dollar goes up, usually the gold goes down, and when the dollar goes down, gold goes up, and when gold goes down, when gold goes up, the dollar goes down. Oh man, tongue twisted tonight. All right, let's take a look at a few more charts here. Just want to see if we have any sell signals on a hash ribbon indicator. Nope, nothing yet. So we're all in good and dandy. Again, BNB not doing too well with that lawsuit, but we'll see if we end up pulling back here. In the NASDAQ, I still think we're really elevated in a lot of these stocks. Nvidia, Microsoft, Apple, they're all in the stratosphere. They're all, you know, high in the sky. So we'll see if they come back down to reality. And again, there could be a little bit more upside left, but who knows? Right now, everything's extremely overbought. Taking a look at Oracle, look at that RSI. You haven't seen this RSI on the weekly time frame since the .com bubble, right? So it just kind of paints you a picture of what's gonna be coming next. And we saw a pretty good pullback last week at Oracle, falling from 125 to 118. All right, so I think that covers it for now. I could take a look at more market cipher charts for you guys, like oil and stuff. If you guys want to come into the Discord, I really don't mind doing that for you all. And again, the link's in the description if you guys want access to my trades for crypto and stocks. And then we have Hayden inside our Discord making those amazing trades, and he posted some really nice gains last week on a Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Ethereum Classic as well. All right, love you all. Thank you all for watching, and